Hey guys, this is day 8. I actually recorded this on day 9. Uh, Day 7 was a 0 day. Well deserved, I think. And then today we decided to go in and hike about 7 miles, 8 miles, and camp for the night, and then hike to Unicoi Gap and kind of finish that section off here in the Hiwassee area. Well, we got to the campground so early, maybe 12:30, that we didn't want to sit there all day. So we thought we'll just hike on the rest of the way. Well, that added by the time we got another 7.5 miles into it, we were beat. We did 15.4 miles. The terrain just south of Unicoi Gap is horrible. I mean, high hills, whatever. As a matter of fact, when you first start that part of that leg of the trip, I thought something was wrong with me. And I understand now what they mean by taking a day off really hurts you. Immediately at Tesnity, I don't know how you say that without looking at the spelling, it's straight up. And I'm telling you, it is straight up. Jokingly, we needed cables and ropes to get up this thing. And I started out and I couldn't breathe. I don't know what was going on. Um, I don't know. After I got at the top, everything, after quarter mile to the top, everything's back to normal. But I think what it was me sitting on my butt all day long, and then turning around and tackling such a steep hill. It is a steep hill. So that section between there and Unicoi Gap is got some beautiful little. You can really make some time. Got some beautiful trail, but you end up toward the last stepping over rocks and all kinds of stuff. Really fighting the rocks just beat bottoms of your feet up. As far as health today, I feel great. I look beat, and I probably am beat. But my legs don't hurt or anything. They didn't hurt yesterday. But boy, the bottoms of the feet just kill you from pounding on those rocks. And they're sharp. It's like walking down a creek bed for 2 miles. And you had some insane inclines. So it was a good day. I don't want to bore you with all that. Ended up coming back here at the hotel that night because of I need to pick up my. I ordered an X-Pad sleeping pad. The one I had was real narrow, about 20 inches, and when I tried to sleep on it on the kitchen floor, I couldn't stay on it. Oh, what a night. We're going to give you a wrap-up, kind of a compilation of the little videos that I just didn't have at the time. And so I've got them on my iPad now to share with you guys, but I'm just going to take care of that later. Food is a big issue for me. I'm going to stop at a fast food restaurant today and get a sandwich to take with me. I love this Chatug, and guys, you ought to be using it. You don't get a full breakfast like over at Holiday Inn. It's more continental, but it's $65. I told you wrong. The hiker rate is $65 to stay here. The rooms are very nice, as I've told you, and you can look behind me and tell this is not just a normal Holiday Inn looking kind of a hotel. Beautiful, and I keep looking out over the lake view. I'm going to miss this, and I think I've included that in today's video. David did a time lapse, and the battery died on him because of the cold, but he kind of restarted it. But it gives you an idea of what it looks like over here. Dave did a great job on that. Can't say enough about David and his good work, and Chris. They're just good people. David just decided to help Papa Smurf. Going to drive him up to Dix Creek because he's going to have to pay for it. So David decided just to drive him up there. What a great guy. Can't say enough good about him. This will be the last day we're in a hotel, that I will be in a hotel for sure. This fortnight I push forward. I got to look and see what the schedule is, how much food I've got to take. And the food, I started to say earlier, is an issue. I haven't gotten it down yet as far as what I need to eat. I had enough yesterday. I had a couple of honey buns and protein bar and so forth. But I had a good breakfast here of oatmeal, cereal. I kind of packed up on those kinds of things. But I've got to come up with a good idea. And pardon the way I look, I just look horrible. I'm getting worse looking with this gray beard coming out here. I really do look like an old man, even though I am an old man. I may catch up on some of this later, but I meet people and I just listen a lot. People, everybody wants to talk because really folks are kind of lonely because you travel by yourself most of the time. And you catch up with folks at night and you want to share about your experiences. And I don't know if I told you this or not, but if you want to do the AT, I don't want you to do it. It's the most fabulous thing. You might want to be prepared. I passed a gentleman back at Springer Mountain who had about 45, 50-pound pack. He was wearing flip-flops. And his mother-in-law, who's about 70, she could just barely stay balanced, going up Springer Mountain. And there's a point where it might not be valuable. Maybe you should section hike it. Other folks who have some real knee issues. One gentleman told me he had bone on bone on part of his knee. I don't know. I don't know if I'd do that or not. I don't think I would, but it's such a lure to get out here and to see all of this, and I keep looking out over the camera. It's just incredible. And I cannot wait until I get to the point where I can do 15, 20 miles a day up in Virginia so I can cover a lot of territory, but at least for the moment, you see lots of vistas, and it's incredible. The animals haven't come out yet. It's not quite springtime, so they're kind of hiding in the back. So it's still kind of quiet in the woods. I'm really not too worried about bears anyway. I always put my food away a long ways from the tent. That's about it, I guess. But it was a good day today. You'll see some video, and I'm sorry I'm just rambling on. But it's an incredible thing to be out here in the woods just hiking, and you lose track of everything, news, you lose track of the world, you lose track of the days, and you're just kind of absorbed in this world that you've never really been in before. Even if you've camped for 2 or 3 days at a time, you're still going home in 2 or 3 days. But here, it's totally different. Now, one final word to the ham operators, the amateur radio operators. I haven't had the rig on yet, the handy-talkie. As I get a few more miles under me, and really as David and Chris, when they leave, I'll have more time to just turn that on and listen, and I'll make a few calls out. If you're thinking about bringing a handy-talkie, make it small. This is what I use. It's about twice the size of a normal charger. It does 12 volts. Most of you will not have a need for 12 volts, but it would actually run a handy-talkie for 3 or 4 weeks. It's so powerful. But I use this to charge up it may be backwards, just the way it works. You may have to read it somehow. It's the way this camera works. But I bought it on Amazon for $62, and it seems to work well. It does not do a 2.5 amp charge out of the USB here, so it's a slow charge. But I got this because if I'm going to be out on the trail for some week, I don't worry about power at all. I've got everything I need. Plus, I can use the USB to power my headlamp, so I've got kind of unlimited light source. And it's a beast of a charger. I bet it weighs a pound. I don't know, but for me, it works out great. Enough of the rambling. Hope you enjoyed the videos today. Not much, but it was a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye. Well, good morning. I'm back on the trail this morning. I'm actually not there yet. I'm about to leave the hotel, and I want to give you a shot of what I'm looking at. I'm sitting over here in the window. This is a great place to stay, really. A little desk there next to the rock section, the rock wall. But today I will go back around and make the trip just south of Hiwassee and come back into Hiwassee. Got to pick up some equipment here at the hotel, so I may stay here tonight. I hope not. It's going to how long it takes me to get back in here. The hoodlum's going to be with me today, but I think it's the last day, and we'll probably split up after this, and I may see them one more time up the trail somewhere. I don't know, but they have been a lot of fun. I'll post a few videos that got skipped out that David had made. Kind of fun ones with me on the kitchen floor and then stealing his bed. So I sure appreciate you folks watching, and I hope you enjoy the videos. I'll try my best today if there are vistas to videotape some nice scenes for you. try not to talk too much. But thanks again. Thanks for all the comments. Alright guys, we're getting kind of a late start today. There's the paddy wagon that brought us in. It's cold out here. And the hoodlums, I don't know what they're doing, they're sitting in the car. I guess they'll sit there for the day and get warm. Kind of looks like David in there's preaching a sermon. He's got throwing his hands up and down. I don't know what the deal is. But it's about 25 degrees, sustained 5-mile-an-hour wind, I would say. Some snow. We're going up that baby right there, straight up that baby. So I'll be hurting in a few minutes. The Trail Magic folks, it's a Christian group that comes out and shares about Christ with the folks in a very gentle way. And they give out the greatest of food. I grabbed a couple of honey buns. You folks in North may not know what honey buns are, but they're about 400 calories. They're probably the most densely caloric food for the weight you can eat. Little sugary pastry kind of deals that are real popular in the South. So we're going to do about 7 miles today, and it looks like I'll probably spend the night with these guys and go the next 7 miles with them, and then get back to Hiwassee, get my pad, and then we'll probably split up from there. So just to give you a heads up, I don't even know what day it is. I think this is Thursday. I think it's Thursday. I'll put it in the bottom here, but it's cold.
We're here at 11 o'clock. They said we're closing the road.
Here's my first touch with a trail angel. Check it out. We come up here and wonder why the guy's parked in the middle of in the street here. And he's trail angel. Check it out. So he's giving out huggies. Let's see.
yeah, right.
Oh my goodness! Look at all of this stuff. Oh, he is incredible. What's your name?
King Tut.
King Tut.
Otherwise, Rich Tuttle.
Rich Tuttle. Wow. Check it out. You are a trooper.
These here are all free. And the advantage of these hats versus the one that a lot of hikers buy is these are breathable, so they keep you warm when it's cold, but when you're hiking when it's 60 degrees, you can still wear them.
Over the top of, how do you say that, guys?
Tennessee.
Something like that. Beautiful shot. And we can fix and break out the first aid kit. David has chewed his thumb there, his thumbnail down to the quick, and we got to get a band-aid on it. No, he ripped it the other day. I'm with the guys another day or so, then it'll be over. Fun will be over.
Ibuprofen and everything in these things.
We are 18 point, what do we do? 18.4 miles?
I got 17.24 there.
17.24? How many miles do you think we did?
17.25 miles. How many? I got 17.25. I don't know how many. That's how much I have all day.
18.4 I think is what it was.
Wow.
Yep,
It was a long haul.
long haul.
Whoa.
How you feeling, bud?
Worn out, brother.
Yeah, you ready for a
Little feetsies.
good night's sleep? Okay, we'll be back as soon as we can.
I hope so.
Roger that.
All right. Give you an update for today while I'm sitting here hoping that my colleagues come and pick me up. Excuse me. 15.4 miles today. We thought we were just going to ride over, park the car, and then go in and camp out tonight. But it was so close to the. We had the all afternoon. We had got there like 1 o'clock, so we decided just let's move on. Let's do the whole thing. So 15 miles later, we're beat, totally beat. Check my hat out right here. One of my fellow Jesus freaks, an angel, was passing out food. I got 2 honey buns. Wow, ate them both on the trail today. Check this out. Let me go back to this subject here. He was passing up food and candy out, and the ladies in the churches around here make these AT hats.
Isn't that great? That's going to actually be a keeper for me. But I'm sitting here in the bushes on the side of the road, and what happened today was from Tenacity or something Gap up to Unicoi. It's everything the trail has to offer. Rocks in the trail. Our bottom of the feet are bruised up. I'm not hurting anywhere else actually. Don't have any problems at all. Just that my bottoms of my feet are so sore. We hiked 9 straight hours a day with a few breaks in between. Not long breaks, but we hiked the whole time. So tomorrow it's going to be, for old Tommy boy here, it's going to be about a 6-mile hike or 7-mile hike tomorrow. What was good about today is it kind of eliminated my 0 day yesterday, where I sat at the hotel all day. These guys want to go back to the hotel tonight, so I guess I'm going with them. And I've got to pick up my pad that I had to buy, my sleeping pad. And so I think I'm going to stay up with those guys one more night over there. We'll come back to this location, and I'm going to let them run their little feetsies off while I take my time for tomorrow. And then I'm probably going to be camping out from this point forward for days at a time, and then maybe once a week stop at a hotel. I'm going to miss those washing my clothes with shampoo. But not much to tell you. I had a little bit this morning. I wanted to make some videos today, but we didn't have any great vistas. I wanted to pull the camera out and show you how raunchy the rocks were, but I was afraid to, and these guys were hauling, so I kept it in my pocket. Just a boring day, but I have now hiked 50.4 miles, I think, of the AT, which is nothing, but it sure feels like a milestone for me.